Hello, Virgo, and welcome to Victory House Intuitive Tarot if you're new here, and welcome to those who are already subscribed. Hello, Yeti. This is your monthly November 2025 psychic tarot reading. I am a psychic medium. I'm starting to do psychic messages in the videos. In the last few videos I did. I'm going to try and do them here, but I'm really hyped up. We've got a full moon in a week. I tend to experience a lot of anxiety a week before the full moon. The full moon's on November 5th, and I'm getting ready for surgery on November 10th. So I'm having a neck fusion. So I'm kind of like, I want to say wired, but not in a drug-induced or alcohol-induced base, but just my stress and trauma disorder as well as my PTSD. So bear with me, okay? Also, my cat's been missing. I moved in August, and he got out. Just found him today. He wouldn't come with me or come to me or come home with me, but he's a block away from the old house. He did go back that way. I only moved 3 blocks from my old house, so and on the same block nevertheless, so that was lucky. Anyway, I found him today. I was walking. I checked an area where there's this house that feeds cats. I found him. I called him, and he came right out. But he won't come to me, and then he ran off. So it's a process. So if you could, 1, pray for my neck surgery that everything goes well, and 2, pray that my cat will come to me and come home soon. I had been praying, and I didn't ask my spirit guides. I just I didn't want to hear the answer. But then a good friend of mine passed away about 2 weeks ago, and maybe it was 3 weeks. I think it was in 3 weeks, and so I said to her, Allie, would you please do me a big favor and see if my cat's up there? Because I didn't know if he was alive or dead. And she came back about an hour later and goes, he's not here. And I was like, thank you. So that encouraged me to keep looking because I was about to give up. So anyway, I'm all emotional and hyper and, you know the deal. Since I moved, I have to record in the bedroom because it's the only place I could fit the desk. I'm not dealing with you. Go lay down. I'm about tired of your attitude. My dog. I put some chicken broth on his dog food for his supper. Well, it's only 3 o'clock here. It's the 28th of October, and he just, I need to pray. Spirit guides, Holy Spirit, please come forward for messages for Virgo. God, just thank you, and I praise you for my subscribers, for the collective. I ask that you help them with anything that's going on, and help me to be prepared for surgery and calm, and help my readers or viewers to find the answers they need for what's going on in their life, and bring them peace and healing as well. I know Virgos have a lot of health problems. I have Virgo in my house of health. Trust me, I know. Anyway, thank you, God. Just eternally grateful. Thank you. Praise you. And let's get on with the reading. Why do we have cards here that are in the opposite direction? That was weird. All right. So I'm going to... Oh, the whole deck's all screwed up. Hang on. All right. Sorry for the rambling. Am I 3 minutes in already? No way. All right. Sorry about that, guys. It didn't seem like I was talking for that long. Come on. Loosen up. What are you so tight and upset about? Maybe it's me. There we go. Some kind of love offer or apology on the table. There's been a lack. Whoever you're trying to speak to, apologize to, there's a lack of communication here. All right, now it's in the upright. It was in the reverse. So there's going to be some fast movement here. Could be something over an argument. You want to make up with somebody. Anyway. All right. Somebody's upset over an Aries, a Taurus, Leo. Could be a Gemini or a Sagittarius. Something didn't work out in someone's favor. I mean, this could be you. It could be someone that you had interest in. Somebody wants to take action towards you, or you want to take action towards somebody else. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm in the best of energy levels to do this reading because I'm struggling to read it, but bear with me. Let's do this. Let's do a 9 card. Here, 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 and here. Okay. Bear with me 1 second, okay? I'm not ignoring you. I'm just all riled up and anxious. Between the full moon energy, my health problems, and now they think I might have cancer. So I've got so much going on. And then now they're thinking because my heart murmur might be affecting one of my valves. So I've got so much going on. It's just, anyway, let it go, let it go. Okay, there's someone you haven't been talking to, someone you haven't taken action. Oh God, I can smell cat food on my hand. Someone you, fish. Somebody you haven't talked to, someone you haven't seen in a while. There was some type of argument, and there was some hurt feelings. Could have been physical. Someone from your past. And so I feel like you're wondering, when are you going to ever reconnect? Will this person call you? Will you call them? I'm not feeling that they'll call you, and I don't think they'll call you. What are you saying, angels? Best beware. Could have something to do with best friends. Best beware. Soldier. You could be dealing with someone who serves in the military. What do you have for Virgo? All right, there's some kind of energy surrounding Virgos right now due to the constellations, is what they're telling me. This is new for me to give this kind of message. Deceitfulness. There's some kind of deceitfulness around you. It could be over this past relationship that you're missing that you want to re-establish. But they're telling me it's not in the stars. I think is what they're trying to say. It's not in the stars. It's not meant for you because there was deceitfulness there. There's a lot of things that went on that you weren't aware of. We got a lot of cards here. Yeah, I'm not taking all those. That's just way too many. Let's start over. I apologize. All right. What does Virgo need to know? What are their main concerns right now? Okay. Definitely, there was a third-party situation that you weren't aware of. And the feelings that you had for this person weren't really returned. Okay. And you're going on a new journey. I think you've decided to, okay, I haven't heard from this person in a while. I'm not taking you. So you're looking forward to making progress from, you're looking forward to achieving new goals, to going in new directions, to accomplishing new things. You're breaking free from alcoholism, drug addiction, and other bad behaviors. All right. You might have gotten a job, a part-time job maybe, because money was very, and trust me, I know this. I just got my disability, and I'm still, it's only been 3 months of checks, but I'm still struggling to catch up. I would love to work another job, but I just can't. But anyway, these last couple months have gotten tight for everybody, especially now. Food stamps aren't available. The government shut down. I'm waiting on a ton of back pay. I'm having to walk everywhere, and that's costing me money. And now I'm on Medicare, so that's costing me money for all my appointments. I've spent almost $600 this week in transportation and medical costs, going to the doctor and tests, because LabCorp wouldn't pay for one of my tests. Or my insurance wouldn't pay for one of my tests. So I'm like, here I'm like, hooray, I finally have income, I can be good. And now I've got all this expenses every month. But thankfully I have the money to pay for it. But I do see Pisces and Virgo. I'm a Pisces, tend to mirror each other in some aspects. So when Virgo's doing good, Pisces is typically doing bad. When Pisces is doing good, Virgos are doing not so good. So we're polar opposites, okay? So we mirror in some ways, but more in the opposite way. Okay? All right, Spirit, you've spoken. You're very defensive right now because you don't have a lot of money. You're finally getting over a broken heart. You're like, I'm done. Sagittarius is doing something similar too. It's just time to move on. I mean, how long do you stay stuck? All right. If someone doesn't love you, they don't love you. You can't be there. So, it's not that they don't care or have some sort of feelings, but I feel whoever this person is, you were convenient at the time. Let me put it that way. And I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. That's just what I heard. Yeah, there's a piece of you that wants some type of happiness, some kind of emotional fulfillment. You've kind of been dead and empty inside, as far as emotions go. I don't see you taking a lot of action towards anything. There's some kind of victory you are trying to achieve. So you're definitely working on your goals. You're not quite there yet. It's not going to happen in November. Yeah. You're looking for things to turn in your favor, and they're not happening. And I don't see them happening in November. Sorry. Has nothing to do with me. So, okay. Yeah, you're wondering when can you be single and independent. But there's also a piece of you that wants to be attached to somebody as well. And you're trying to manifest being single and independent, but you're holding back. There's a piece of you that says, okay, it would be nice if I had a partner or someone to help take care of me. And I went through this when I became disabled because I was very well off before I became disabled. But afterwards, the trauma, the head injuries kept me from, well, I had a lot of emotional and physical pain to work through, and it took a lot of years because what I went through was significant. But it's almost this, you're almost going through something similar. You've gone through some kind of trauma, pain, medical condition, someone hurting you emotionally, and it's taken a long time to heal. And so now you're kind of waking up, okay? All this Aquarius energy going on in the universe, people are ascending, they're changing their energy levels, they're moving up in the world. Because it's getting to the point, and I got this from Nikki Allen, this is not coming from me or my opinions or spirit, but according to Nikki Allen, a very famous psychic who's very energetically tuned and charged into the universe as well as the heavens, she often travels back and forth to heaven, and she goes into deep meditations and trances. But there's this new theory out there that the world's going to split, right? And Jesus always says he's coming back and it'll be a new world. So what will happen is hell will be earth, and a new earth will be formed. Those who have energetically changed, their thought patterns, their energy levels have gone to a more spiritual place with God, with the other side, with their energy, with their thinking. You're going into the new world. Now, I'm 60. I may not live to see that, but it's coming. So if you're of a younger age, now is the time to change your thought process, to release things that no longer serve you. And this is a common theme amongst all the signs. It's time to leave baggage behind. It's time to leave the past behind. It's time to form a new beginning. Fuck the past. That's basically what heaven is saying. Fuck the past. It doesn't matter anymore. As long as you've learned your lessons, you're growing and learning, you will move on to a healthier place. If you're not, if you're still in that dark energy, that shadow energy, drinking drugs, whatever it is, you're not going to ascend. You're not going to get to those higher levels. Where did you come from? All right, so to the side, you could have some Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in you. You're trying to have a new emotional beginning. You're trying to love yourself, and you're moving on. But notice all the swords in the boat, right? you're still carrying some pain, some baggage, the energy of battles that you have lost and become scarred on with the the 5 of Swords, which is also a victory, but it's a victory. It means you won a battle, but you didn't win it without bloodshed. Excuse me. I have been going since 6:30 this morning with doctor's appointments and having to go to Denver for the last 2 days for tests and shit. So it's been crazy. Yeah, you're going to achieve your goals. You're choosing to be more balanced in... Explain the 7 of Swords, please. There's some kind of escapism here. You might be going out with friends and drinking a lot, but you're trying to leave some other energies behind. Yeah, we've got the 10 of Wands. But there's still some things you're refusing to change, refusing to acknowledge, refusing to believe. So, if you want that diplomacy, that well-balanced life, you want to come out of that poverty, you want to come out of being poor, having no return on your investments. This means anything you've ever done that you worked for, a house, 401ks, stocks, real estate, etc., they're all gone. You've lost them. And now there's nothing coming in, right? Financially, you're dead. And how do I say this without sounding cruel? In other words, there's nothing left in the till. There's nothing that's going to come forward with fruit. So all your trees have died, essentially, and it's time to plant a new farm. Okay, so it's time to plant a new grove of trees in order to bear fruit. So you're kind of in that stage right now, but it's winter, right? Or we're coming up on winter, it's fall. So I'm trying to come up with the correct analogy. All you can do is continue to move forthright. And they're telling me forthright. And when they use the word forthright, they're telling you to go move forward with integrity, with honesty, with love, with light, with compassion, without judgment, having thankfulness, having gratefulness, because there's someone here. You're going to come out of your head. And when you come out of your head about this past relationship and everything that you've gone through in the last few years, you're going to be happy again. But you have some choices and decisions to make to get you back on your feet. I feel some of you are getting a part-time job. Some of you are still dealing with a lot of pain and loss over a home. You're missing a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 2 of them. I see 2 people here. But there are a lot of clashes, fights. There's a big transformation coming here, and you will have victory. But I feel you've got a long journey. I feel 2 years. A year to 2 years, depending on who you are. You're going to be walking into a new path. Okay? All right, I'm right on time here. I usually end the tarot about 16 minutes, so... Bear with me, I have a lot of anxiety today. A lot. And then finding my cat, my adrenaline's running. It really disappointed me that he didn't come to me. At least he hollered at me when I called his name, and he poked his head out. But he wouldn't come out behind a shed. He was hiding behind a house that's full of wild cats and lots of shrubbery. Like, they have junk in the yard, shrubs. Like, their yard never gets mowed. It was a pretty trashy place, but that's where he's at. I wasn't looking. I was spirit guides. I didn't ask. I kept praying and praying, and I didn't ask my spirit guides. But I was trying to have faith and trust in God, and so I kept praying. So finally, I was like, this past weekend, the 25th, 26th, I asked my spirit guides, when will he come home? And out of this particular deck, the Elemental Awakenings, by Jackie Tomlin, if you follow Jackie Tomlin, I shuffled the cards and I got 2 weeks. So there's a card in here that says 10 to 14 days. All right, reuniting with someone from your past. That came up reversed, but so there's some good luck. There's someone coming who's going to help you, and you're going to get what you want. I feel you're working really hard to get yourself into a new position in life. All right, someone's telling you no, and you're going to have some clarity. So you are probably realizing that what you're looking for in this relationship from the past is no. But you've got good luck and abundance that came out twice and a total victory. But there's a lot of delays. So the 3 cards that came up that should give you hope and encouragement are these 3. What time is it? Oh, goodness. You are going to be getting things under control. You're going to be leaving emotional upsets behind, which we saw in the tarot. You are choosing to walk away from whatever you've been stuck to. Strong Gemini energy and a yes. So you might be getting involved with a Gemini. Geminis and Virgos get along really well. Geminis tend to lean on Virgos too much, and Virgos don't like that. They like their independence. They don't want to have to wait on you, hand and foot. I mean, everything depends on your chart, of course, but in general, new doors are opening. You're going to get a small wish this month, and we have the sign of Cancer. So I feel this has to do with career and money. Okay? And somebody was deceitful towards you. They used you, and you're now having a awakening about it. And I feel someone hurt you, lied to you, cheated on you. I'm hearing dissension. There was just some dissension between you and another person. You're taking your power back. And there's a lot of anger and resentment and jealousy here. So you might still be, even though you're moving towards a new direction, I feel there's some bitterness and anger towards this person and the past. But once you get into the new, I'm hearing March. Think positively. You're separated from possibly a Taurus. All right. You could be getting together with a Taurus and Aries in the next 2 weeks. You do have a high drive to get back into your power, to get back to being financially stable. I feel somebody is helping you. You're getting over it. It could be this Taurus or Aries. There's a trip out of state. So I feel you're traveling. You might be driving out of state this month for the month of November, or in the next week. I'm recording the first weekend of November. I'm recording on the 28th. And I feel there's a good business deal. So I feel a lot of you are looking for new jobs. You are going to work. I feel there's a Taurus Aries that's going to be helping you to get yourself out of this new path, this new life cycle you're in. It's about to end. But they're telling me next summer is when you come out of it. The winter time between January and February, between late December and late January, you're closing out this cycle. So you still have some work to do between now and then. For some of you who are in healthy relationships, you could be dealing with a Leo and getting ready to walk, to have some type of either get married or move in with them, or become committed in your relationship. So that's happening for all of you dealing with an Aries, or if you're a Leo or have a lot of Leo in your chart. I can't have 3 cards. 1 card, Spirit. 1 card. 1 card for Virgo. What's their best affirmation? Okay. So you give me 2. Okay. I release all old hurts and forgive everyone, including myself. I'm having some blurriness here. I need light. I can never get even. Revenge does not work. Well, it does, because I've done it. It does make you feel better. But, all right, do the right thing. Don't get revenge. Don't be evil. Right? I can be a bitch. I know a lot of us out there can be. So, anyway, I'm going to shut up. I can never get even. Revenge does not work, because what I give out comes back to me. The buck has to stop somewhere. So, you could be telling secrets. You could be calling the police on someone. You could be calling their wives, husbands, etc., saying they're cheating. I don't know. But I have no judgments, because there isn't much in this world I haven't done. I've never murdered anyone, obviously, but I can, I can live in my shadow side, and we all can. So just work on figuring out how to get yourself more into the light, change your energy, change your environment, change your people. And I wish you the best of luck with this new position for those of you that are going into new jobs. And this new relationship where someone's helping you might turn into something one day. I'm not going to say that's positive. But I feel this person has care and concern for you. So I'm going to leave it at that. I wish you the best month of November. Oh, also, I don't know if I'm going to be here in December. I don't know how this neck surgery thing's going to work for me. I do know that I'm not allowed to bend over for 30 days. So that's scary. So thankfully I bought some Skechers slip-ins, so I don't have to worry about tying my shoes. So anyway, I have a lot to figure out and a lot going on. So don't forget those prayers. And I ask God that he cover you in his protection and his divine love and peace and joy. Take care. Bye.